with me.
I love your intro.
Yeah, you love the intro. That's so cool, right? And yeah, it's been a while that I haven't got online with this Living in the Miracle show. And I'm so happy that finally I am back and I have amazing guests today. I have Jenine with us in the studio. And hello, Jenine. And it's so great to see you with us. And Janine, tell a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in this beautiful world.
Right, I'm Jenine. I'm from South Africa. And what am I doing in this beautiful world? I'm fulfilling my purpose. I'm fulfilling my journey and meeting the people, the individuals that need to be met along my path and their path, and connect and help heal. It's somatic healing, a Reiki practitioner, and energy healing. Working intimately with everyone, but mainly I have in my life worked with people that are on the near-death end of life care, and working with them with just giving them the reassurance of who they are before they pass away, and interacting on that love energy level. Mainly of my journey, I've worked with people with helping them with their minds and making sure that they understand what emotions are doing to their body and to their health and to their organs, which is the Reiki. And a lot of our trauma is stuck in our bodies. It's like one universal cell, and we're sitting with diseases and illnesses and conductive functions, and it's all trapped emotions inside our bodies. So been working with people with emotional EFT and TFT releasing.
I love what you're sharing, Janine, because you know what? A lot of I'm just thinking about the way the society goes, right? Nobody teaches us anything about the emotions. There is nothing taught in schools, no universities, and then people do not even know how to deal with that, right? It's kind of a lot of times people just shove it aside, not even recognizing that they have the emotions, right? And they just become numb to their emotions, right? And it's all about just understanding who we are and how important it is to know what we are feeling and accept and transmute that emotional energy, right?
And use it as a transformation of our growth, healing of ourselves.
Right. So tell a little bit about yourself, about your childhood, what you were experiencing, and how did you come about to this work that you're doing?
Well, when I was a child, I didn't know what clairvoyance was. I didn't know what energy healing and Reiki was. I didn't know about any of those stuff. It's only until I was in my late 20s, I was more into searching what is wrong with me. But when it came down mental illnesses, I was classified that I had bipolar, I was borderline, had anxiety. All of it was due to what I was experiencing from when I was a child, which was my clairvoyance, the visions, seeing things before they happen, events before they happen, meeting people without even knowing what I was doing. I was just sitting with people and praying with people and just being with the right people at the right time. And I had to, I studied 4 years, so I'm now a Reiki practitioner. I've got my certification. I've got my certification for spiritual coaching. I've got my for social prescribing. So it's taken me a while to get the certificates and the qualifications to certify. But throughout my life, I've been doing it as just a normal practice. It's just be my life. It's just be who I am. And when I work with people, or not just work with people, when I interact with people and connect with people, I get a whole, a download of that person and what that person's gone through. So I can communicate with them and on the intellectual state with the right words of how to communicate with them, the subconscious. And a lot of things that are stuck in our brains on the subconscious. And like I said, our body is a whole cellular, a universal intelligence cellular network. And things that are not people, that just music, even music playing with lyrics and things in the background, all sticks in the subconscious and it sticks in our body. and it's causing damages to our organs, to all parts of us. Our energetic field, it stays there. It doesn't go away. So what I've been doing is the neuroplasticity, is rewiring the brain and rewiring all the programming from before. Because like you said, in schools, we weren't taught this. At schools with us, and it's just stuff. Nothing about the emotions was there. It was just system. And I was so against the system. It was another one of the hints of how different I was. And yeah, I was raped at 14, and I had to with a lot of my emotions and the state that I was in. And I was left with, okay, I have had help, but I now am stuck in myself to help myself. So I had to learn of rewiring myself and rewiring my emotions, my being. And that has now led to me along with my journey where I'm busy helping people with releasing their emotions, because I know what the emotions do to the body.
Oh my God, this is so beautiful that you are sharing. You know what? Let's just go a step back. Explain to people what is that clairvoyance is, because a lot of people are still on the discovery path, especially a lot of my audience. They are not tuned in to spirituality, to energetic work and life, right? So explain a little bit, what does it mean?
Well, for me, it means so many things. It could be smell, it could be touch, it could be hearing. It's all the senses. I'm very tuned to the senses. Our brains, they let off melatonin, and my melatonin's on scale high, so I'm always in the enlightenment, blissful moments where I am intuitive onto the other level of the realms that we're in. My communicate, like I said to you with the preview when we first started speaking, I had a near-death experience. So with my journey, with my near-death experience, it happened in 2019. So I was about 28 when that happened. And my spiritual journey started around 8. And it accumulated to us. And then before my near-death experience, I was going through depression. And I wasn't understanding what, the shadows.
What was going on?
All going on. And the negativity that was still stuck around with me. And I tested my faith. And this is how I've always worked with my faith. And I said, well, let me test it. Let me test why I'm here, what you want to show me. And I did the unthinkable. And in that moment in my near-death experience, I had shown everything. Shown who I am and how connected we are with everyone, how the universe, the intelligence of how everything is. And so now, with me being clairvoyant, I am there. I communicate on all 5 or 6 levels of senses. I can see things that happen before they happen. When I meet people, I've already met them. I've already seen them. I've already been in the timeline, and I know the opportunity that I have with them. I can change. I can change our experience, and I can enhance our experience and transmute the energy around, because most of the people that I have come in contact with, like I said, I've already been there. It's like deja vu moments.
That's so interesting, because like when I'm teaching manifestation, I talk that there are more invisible things than visible, but people are so prone to operate with 5 senses that for them to perceive that there is something more beyond it, it's so difficult with our logical mind. What would you advise these people?
Mindfulness, meditation, breath work, exercise, and get out of your comfort and experience. There's so many things that we can do to tap into it, but the main one is just meditation and mindfulness, and shutting off our thoughts and watching our thoughts and watching our words, being more aware of what the physical world is. And a lot of people are just living and being a human and not realizing, like I said, what they're listening to, what they're watching, what they're eating, exercising, the social gatherings, balance, and the other world working with the trauma and the illnesses. and the things that are in the subconscious.
Mm, that's beautiful. Can you share a couple of experiences with your clients?
Oh, on so many levels. I have recently had a wonderful testimonial in the last month. I had a patient that was in her 80s that has dementia or Alzheimer's, and this is one of the things that I've been working with this dementia, Alzheimer's in the brain, and the healing with that. And it just came to me how I'm going to work with dementia and people with conscious functions. And I got someone to stand after a year of being sitting in the wheelchair. I've had testimonials of how my healing, my Reiki has worked with them, just by touching, just by praying, just by putting my hands over them. There's one testimonial that I have with, I can't even say it was a client, it was just a random person that just had an almost near-death experience, was busy crossing over, having, a crossover. And I was in that moment with that time, and I had my intuition, like I was in the center of it. I wasn't standing next to the person, helping the person. I was between the two, and I could feel that life, that energy, and like I said, that intuitive side where you see their life, you see the whole everything. And it was my first patient or client that I had that I get to stay. But just interfere with that energy and just say, not now, not time now. And it's amazing, like still those people, they're still in my life, and how much they are so grateful and so blessed that they saw what I do. They've seen what I've done.
Yeah, that's beautiful. The results speak louder than the words for sure. And it just, for a lot of people to open their minds, because they just tune into the news. And like you mentioned, we have to be more conscious of what we are consuming, not only the food wise, but also the information wise, right? Who we are listening to. Do we really think that this information, like, question ourselves, right? Question, is this true, right? Is this reality? Because people are watching the news and they believe everything, but then they're listening to our podcast and they quite start questioning, how real it is.
Yeah. Like I said to you, like when we come into this world, all right, we're not told anything. We're not told. We just come here. And then we must try and be normal. We must follow everyone and be the same as everyone. And that was my life when I started off at a young age. Everyone wanted me to be like them. And I was like, this is not life. There's more to life. And I always questioned the system and how things work. Why are all these things hidden from us? Why are all these things taken away from us for our own power, our own enlightenment, our own blissful? And yeah. There's too many things that are hidden from us. There's too many things that are hidden that are there for like slavery, to keep us in like a prison, a trapped mind control, that stops us from having our abilities, to pursuing who we are. And we're told to all follow and be like that, and we can't be our independent individual selves and tap into our abilities.
Right.
And when you start off wanting to have friends and socialize and to get exchange energies and personalities with them. And the biggest, but for all the new generation, they're all falling into this trap of socializing and being part of the center of everyone and sharing energy, where it should be themselves in their own energy to learn who they are and to be aware of who they are and to find awareness in themselves.
I love this, what you're sharing. And Jenine, tell a little bit like how important it is, because you know what I notice also in my practice? A lot of times people are waiting until something drastic happen in their life, and then they seek the help. But they do not realize that they can actually consciously create something amazing in their life.
They are never alone. They are never alone. No thoughts, no action, nothing before or after is unknown. And this is what I've been trying to tell my clients is, you are always there. You are always connected. And that do wait until something dramatically happens in your life. With me, I've had my faith right from the beginning. I've always had that faith. I've always had that trust and that belief of that knowing that I'm there. I've got my protection. The universe is never apart from me. I'm not separate. You're not separate. So for
Yeah.
people to start getting into it, is just believe and start trusting. And even if you're doing the dishes or if you're doing this or cleaning, tap into your intuition, tap into your heart, tap into your soul and your mind and your body, and tap into who you are. And pray. Ask the universe. Ask always for if it's just a simple thing. If you're battling with gratitude and you're not finding yourself joyful things and happiness and pursuing the things in your life, start just asking by simple words and letting it out into the universe and saying, I need gratitude. I want to experience gratitude. Give me the gratitude. Just pray and keep on using those inspirational quotes. That we're putting it out into the universe of what we want. We're putting it out there. Like I said, the things that are all hidden from us. There's magic words. There's magic behind just what we say. I mean, like if we speak to other people and we interact with other people, many people are unaware of gossiping and talking about other people, what they're doing with the energy field, what they're doing with their own emotional and energetic.
Yes.
So on positive thoughts and positive communication with one another. This is where I see people are battling with. They like to talk about other people, they like to talk about problems, they like to talk about the news, they like to talk about what's going on in the world, and they're not realizing what they're putting into their world, what they're creating.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And I ponder upon it like from time to time and saying to myself, imagine if they teach these things in the schools, like how our life would be different.
I think the thing why it's being hidden in schools is to, like I said, keep us away from our ability.
Yes, to keep us in the dark and make sure that we are following everybody's orders. That's exactly how the society is wired, right? And the idea is to start like really be more alert and ask these questions, because nobody ever taught us, okay, you can ask something the universe. I know religious people, they might just pray and they receive their wishes through pray, right? It's the same. It's the power of our thoughts, it's the power of our words, whatever everybody believes. That's all about sending the energy right to the universe and focusing your attention on what you want.
And we're not separated. We're not separated at all. Like I said, everything, one air, we are not separated. It's all one intelligence.
Yes, one intelligence, one consciousness. And you know what? The more I tap into that, and the more I'm fascinated by everything, the way everything is showing up in the world, and knowing that the universe always connects us, right? So there are no coincidences. Everything is already predetermined. And when we meant to meet with somebody, we are always getting connected.
It's amazing how it is. We are supposed to connect. We're supposed to share our compassion and with one another. It's not supposed to be selfishness, because when you sit by yourself without connecting with another, you're sitting in your selfishness, you're sitting in your ego. When you share love and compassion, you're fulfilling the purpose of the soul of the universe. We want to connect, want to share each conscious interaction with each other and share our experiences. Yeah, it's a very phenomenal experience. With everything has come in front of my eyes. It's nothing that has just been like messages. It's things that have physically have happened.
Can you tell how people can actually develop more trust, right? Because obviously it's difficult to believe in something that you do not see until it shows up in the physical world.
Let go of who you are. Let go of what you have been programmed. The first 7 years of our life, we've been programmed. We've been programmed with our parents' behavior, our grandparents' behavior, their ancestral behavior, the system's way of us being. So in the beginning, if you want to start off, detach from who you are. Let go of who you are as your identity of yourself. Let go of the person that you've built and you've created through other experiences and through other people and connections, and start being the center of yourself, and to build a trust with yourself and say, okay, I'm new to new possibilities. I'm new to new perceptions. I'm new to learning. the biggest thing is trying to get in touch with clients and say, okay, well, this is what I do, but it sounds like a whole lot of, hobble, hobble, hobble to you. But you need to let go of that hobble, hobble and let go of that belief and start to trust. Because these are the foundations: is trust, believe, and have faith.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, how did you actually came on that path? Like, I remember you were sharing, like, since age 8, you were trying to discover what you're all about. And then again, when the doctors were giving you all these mental diagnoses, which do not even apply to you. How did you actually come about to reveal who you are and what you're meant to do?
Well, like I said, I accumulated all my experiences. When it just became one experience, two experience, and it became a whole bunch of experiences. And I had to fight the system. I was told I was borderline and I had bipolar, or well, not to say bipolar because they scratched it off and they said, okay, fine, it was borderline and anxiety. And now I had to follow like the system. All right, now you're telling me that there's something wrong with me, but I've had all these experiences. And that's one thing that someone can't take away from you is what you've experienced. I was put in this denial, like what you're experiencing is not real. I'm like, how can you deny what I've asked for? I found with writing when I was a young age, was freaked out. Like I said, no one had trained me for this. I was new into it, and it was like a scary, traumatic experience because I still had to go through the process of dealing with who I was, my abilities. I went to churches and I was like, please take this gift away from me. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, when people started dying and then I was like starting to like, okay, I'm not an angel of death, but what is going on? So when I went through the whole system with the psychologist and the psychiatrist, I sat in a board meeting with them and we came, I'm gifted. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gifted. Especially
Mm-hmm.
after this experience and from what I've experienced. You can't take it away from me, who I am and what I do.
Yeah, that's
I,
beautiful because like you were not settled and you were not taking whatever they were telling you,
yeah, I
and
wasn't
you were questioning, right? And that's exactly what we want to connect to. Like, never just accept somebody's opinion as the truth.
never.
Always seek the truth for yourself.
Even books and reading, like and webinars and that, you can hear other people's perceptions and you can hear what their reality is. But for you to be in the self, then you'll see that everyone has a unique experience. There's a unique experience for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Anything else you would advise our listeners from your experience?
Self-care. Take care of yourself as much as you can and give yourself as much love and boundaries. Keep yourself healthy, keep yourself moving, keep yourself dancing, clapping, keep yourself happy. Just
Mm-hmm.
be joyful, be in the moment.
Yeah, that's beautiful because a lot of people condition themselves. A lot of people say, if this happens, then I'm going to be happy. If I'm going to have plenty of money on the bank account, I'm going to be happy. If I meet that love of my life, then I'm going to be happy. So they constantly depend
Happy
on
with
these
yourself
conditions. Yeah,
and
but
connect.
then once you tap to yourself and realize that you can give all that love to yourself and all that abundance to yourself, you realize there is nothing outside of you that can determine your happiness.
That's what I was saying, yeah. And with being in mindfulness and mindfulness, you in your own energy, you in your own blissfulness. You got no
Mm-hmm.
chains, no chains. You're in that energy with self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful. So, Janine, how can people contact you?
They can contact me through my email, my Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's
And
comfortable with it.
also, I posted your Calendly link. So, what do
My,
you offer in that 30 minutes consult? Can you just tell them a little bit?
into one-on-one intuition with one another, and from there work from the person what they are experiencing, and see from there what they are going through, and then I offer emotional release, intuitive concepts of what I can help them with on the holistic healing level. If they
Mm-hmm.
want healing, I can offer them Reiki healing. I can do one-on-one sessions with just speaking and supporting and just guiding and giving them the growth and the support that they need, and helping to with mindfulness, helping them with having overall good life.
Awesome. Beautiful.
And manifesting what they need, what they want.
Yep, absolutely.
They want to feel abundance, they want to be in gratitude, they want to be in that moment with that go full within.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Jenine, for joining us today and for your wisdom and all the stories that you share, just to give people more confidence that this is real. The energy is real, and with our energy, we can direct and put any desires into fruition. It's all up to us. It's all about our willingness to believe and to experiment, right? And experience that life that we truly desire. Because again, it's not about how fast, it's about just be patient, take the step, each step at a time, and then meet your creation.
And watch your thoughts, watch and the creation.
Absolutely. Yes.
Your creativity, tap into your creative side, tap into your imagination, what you can do.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for joining us today, and for the people to, if anybody is wants to check how to connect with Jenine, it's all the links I posted. And see you everybody on the next episode. Bye.